Yo, what's up guys? Playing one here, welcome back to channel. Today we are here to react to SOJOURN's gameplay trailer for Overwatch 2. You know, it's high time I guess because you know the beta is coming out very soon in like 8 days from when I'm recording this. So, you know, I have no idea what to expect because in Overwatch 2 I'm out of it. like I can't like be hyped as much compared to like Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak because I know when it's coming out, June 30th. This I have no idea. It could be next year still. So like, let's just see what they have in store.
Sojourn, engaging.
Or
The world could always use more heroes.
oh, it's the Canada map.
If only it were that easy.
Oh,
After all, heroes
the
aren't born.
arm does this. Yuck.
They're made. Attack with me. Not on my watch.
Damn. Okay, that gonna look sick. Oh, you have a side ability.
Hospitality.
Oh, so there's secondary fire.
Sojourn, engaging. Coming through.
Slide. Okay, you can jump high.
Breaking them down.
What is that?
Nice work.
Is that like a slow ability? Okay, that secondary fire looks sick.
We're playing by my rules. Railgun powered.
Oh, is it the ultimate? It's the ultimate. No way, that's strong. It kills Bob and it kills Ball and Ash at the same time in the same shot.
I already know them.
That's the ultimate. That's how the ultimate goes. No way, that's strong. Damn, she looks sick though. Hold on. Let's see this update. Developer update. Let's see this one. More expedition durability.
Hello everyone, my name is Miranda. I'm a narrative designer on the Overwatch team.
My name is Jeff. I'm the lead hero designer on the Overwatch team.
And we're here to talk to you a bit about our new hero, Sojourn.
Sojourn, engaging.
Yep. Well,
She's our newest DPS hero, and I figured
yeah,
I'd
her
start off by
DPS.
talking a little bit
I
about
need more
Sojourn.
tanks, more
Sojourn
supports,
is a hero
man.
Who is obviously no stranger to combat. She got her start in the Canadian military, and eventually was so successful there that she joined up with Overwatch. Fans will probably remember Sojourn from the archived Storm Rising mission.
Oh
She
yeah,
was
they
one
kind
of
of
our
teased that
heroes.
shit.
Target in sight, Captain. We've waited a long time for Maximilian to show his face.
She is a captain in Overwatch who is very much respected by a lot of heroes in our cast. But something people might not know about Sojourn is that she actually had a pretty big role to play during the United Nations hearings that would eventually lead to Overwatch disbanding and being shut down. And after that happened, Sojourn eventually retired to her home in Toronto. As we know, Overwatch heroes and retirement don't necessarily agree with one another. So I'm very excited for everybody to learn a little bit about what she's been up to in the time.
So
after
she's
that.
basically turns
We
off
have
the
a cinematic
fucking
in development
Android.
that you're really gonna love that goes into this. a bit
Okay,
more.
I wanna see that- I wanna see
Sojourn
that
is just
animated
brilliant
soon.
tactician, a great leader, and
I'm just
I
curious
can't
about
wait
that ball,
for
that
everybody
ball of
to get a
energy
chance to
though.
meet her.
That green
Jeff, why
ball.
don't you tell us a little bit about her hero kit?
Okay.
Sure. So we start working on the hero. We sort of have to pick an element to sort of surround the hero with. In the past, we've had some heroes rally around a weapon, especially in the early days, such as Widowmaker, Sniper, Pharah with a rocket launcher, etc. So we really were looking at different weapon types we haven't explored yet in Overwatch, and I think the number one idea that came up that we all loved was this idea of a railgun.
Railgun powered and ready to fire.
Okay, so that's okay.
That was pretty much all that needed to be
Yeah.
said. So try putting the typical railgun.
Oh, gameplay, hold on.
How it goes.
You have gameplay. Hold on. What is this? Gameplay. Shit, she has 40. I'm under clip.
Was in.
So I think that they're alternate right now going.
Turns out the ability to fire really accurate,
Wait.
high-powered shots just constantly.
Excuse me, that can one shot the rest. That wait, how much health does the rest have?
Accurate, high-powered.
She had like. Okay, never mind. She's like half health. It's some armor still.
Shots just constantly.
And then bow headshot that dead. Fucking alternate fire. What
All the
hell?
time was kind of just a balanced nightmare. And
How? Holy shit! That's so
really
much
doing
damage.
it. But we really liked the gameplay, and we ended up with her gun as it is now, which I'll go through.
Okay, so I see her ability. The dash is the secondary fire, which I don't know if it's supposed to be like there as an ability because it's secondary fire. So It's like Hog, you know, secondary fire, but this is special because look at it's shooting and gaining energy, and so secondary fire is there to like right click and pow. So it depends how much charge will do more damage, I guess. And then this is the weird ability. I don't know what that is.
Right now.
What it does.
Her primary fire is actually like a rapid fire spread of projectiles. It isn't a railgun, but it builds up an energy bar.
Nice. I love
You can
that.
spend it any time to shoot.
Oh, that actually is a lot of damage for like training bots have 200 health, right? So that did like yikes. that's a lot of damage. So a good finisher. So that's just like is that hit scan?
A railgun shot off of your alternate fire. So you still get that really powerful shot, but just not quite as frequently as a normal railgun.
Rip that Genji type fucking blade.
Once we got that in place, we, playing around with a lot of different other abilities that she could have that could complement this and what could make her really fun. And we were trying to capture sort of the really fun and fast play style of railguns in the past and other first-person shooters. So one ability we tried pretty early and actually just stuck with all the way through was her slide ability. And the way that works is she could just slide anytime she wants, any direction she wants.
Wow, that's really high.
It goes really far and really fast, and she can fire during
you can
all this.
jump
So
with that.
You get these really cool.
Okay, this clip, if these were bots they were fighting against, she'd have been shredded. Like that's not happening. There's no way. Look, there's no way you could slide underneath Sigma's shield. That's one thing. That Sigma, if it's a real player, would not put that exposed. He put it on the ground in case of shatter. And so this whole sequence not happening. The Bastion is a Sombra will just hack. Bastion will just drill. Like she'd be dead in seconds. Like see how long it takes for her to get to that point? She'd be dead as soon as she started rolling into her.
Shut off after you built
Okay, I could see it happening.
Also, attached to this, you can jump during this.
And that's a cool shot
and
right
get
there.
like a super big jump off of it too. So in a lot of ways, you can get a lot of like vertical mobility out of this. Jump on top of rooftops or over a wall. Pretty quickly in playtest. We got a lot of really cool like high flying shots. Jumping over.
Holy shit! You can chase down the flying Mercy.
And surprising people with her full.
And then pow!
God,
so okay.
That really helps her.
She seems to be busted. I mean, all new characters. They make it look like she's broken. Because they want to entice people to play the character, which obviously, how much drought of content we have in Overwatch, any new character they release, you would play to the absolute ton.
Gameplay style. And then her secondary ability is called Disruptor Shot. This is a projectile that fires out and expands into sort of an energy field that can slow enemies that are caught in it. And does damage to them if they stay inside of it. It's a really fun combination, especially because of that slow.
Wait, slow, isn't that CC? Didn't you say that there won't be CCs for DPS? They'll be kept to supports and tanks. Like, where was that promise? Or like telling us, oh yeah, no, that's why we moved Doomfist to tank, because we can't really change him at all because, he's so reliant on CC. He was built to play around with CC, so like, we can't really shift him off to a place where he's allowed to have CC. So like, where's that? Like, that's a fucking inconsistency in design here.
If you slide around a corner and drop a disruptor shot on people and they're trying to scatter and get away but they're slowed, it makes it a lot easier to line up those really powerful railgun shots. Or
like, how much slower do you get? It depends. Like, how much slower are you in that? If you're like 25% slower, then that's not that bad. But if you're like 75% slower than your normal speed, then you're fucked.
Sometimes we'll see people do.
If you stop for a moment Overwatch, you're kinda dead.
And a really good shot, and then the person will get away with a little bit of health, and they'll be around the corner, and you like fire the disruptor shot around the corner, and it kind of explodes around and takes them out. So there's a lot of really fun combinations with all of these abilities to sort of create really fun moments. And then our ultimate is, we were setting her ultimate. We had a couple different things we tried in the past. One of the original ones we tried was this big railgun shot that just went through the whole map.
Hey yo, no. You can't have that. What is that? What is that? No. Thank God they didn't do this, because that was like a Hanzo ult, but like just better. No one's gonna play Hanzo then, because this is a fucking ultimate way better. So thank God they didn't do this. It's fucking broken. It goes through walls and what the fuck is that?
Gunshot that just went through the whole map.
No.
Instant,
Can't have that.
Hanzo Dragon ultimate, which was it didn't go over super well. So that one got cut,
no shit.
What we ended up going with was, we call it Overclock. We all kind of fell in love with this, and the way this works is it kind of just turns on a mode where her energy.
Oh wow, you
is just
pierced enemies with that? I mean, it's not the trader.
So she no longer has to fire their primary fire to fill it up. So she can actually just kind of fire a ton of railgun
Oh,
shots.
bro,
back
look at
to
that.
back, at least the front of the window. Even though earlier I said it, it was pretty overpowered just to be able to shoot a railgun all the time.
Boom.
Well, I mean, for that limited amount of time, she gets to do it. So
How long is
think
it? I
what
don't
we've seen
know.
in playtest is like she just takes a little bit of time to get used to. I
Okay.
think the ebb and flow of when you should use your railgun shot and when you're not. But
Boom! That Ryan was getting rolled!
Absolutely. Something that I think is really interesting about
This spam secondary
abilities is
fire.
that all of them are sort of derived
This-
from her
oh my
cybernetics.
God.
She kind of reminds me a lot of Genji, who is similarly a very cybernetics-based hero. Sojourn has had a ton of her body replaced with these cybernetic parts, both out of necessity at certain points in her life, but also in some cases out of her own interest, which, like, I imagine the rocket legs are probably something she thought were pretty fun.
Well, rocket legs are cool, man. Like
I
having
agree,
jets
but,
on your
I think
feet.
that it's really cool, not only from a story perspective, but from her gameplay, because so many of her abilities actually come from.
That's how I built that I really
her
like,
disruptor
huh?
shot.
The sort of shot I'm iffy with because like it's a CC under DPS.
Even her overclock.
Like, we don't need
is
that.
a function of her cybernetics, and I think that's very exciting.
Like the slide
That
ultimate,
actually reminds me when we were first.
it's like great.
coming up with,
Like,
what her
but don't get on like a
visual
disruptor
look
because
would
it's
be.
CC.
And I remember one of these meetings we were talking about.
Oh,
her
you
disruptor
can
shot,
duck.
how
You
that
can
was
duck.
gonna come out.
Ouch.
There were a lot of ideas about.
You can duck the hook.
Should it, be a throne, or should it be something that comes out of her wrist, or something kind of like Farah's concussive rocket? But I remember we were in this meeting looking at all these ideas.
Oh yeah, the fucking you talk about the little arm that does this, and then comes something out. Like what the hell? That's amazing. That's nice. That's nice design right there. I like that.
Just the full arm, like hand that comes out of her, like
Separates.
yeah. And I was like, oh my.
Ow! I don't know how you.
Yeah, so that was it. Actually
Sorry,
sort of
cybernetics
allowed
won't feel a
everybody
thing
to,
anymore,
like, we're doing
probably.
that.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
great.
want to see the other ones.
Yeah, exactly. So that was fantastic. We've gotten some play on her already in the alpha, and the feedback has been fantastic. And once we get the beta rolling, which is coming up pretty soon,
Rip
I think
it,
we're
Ryan.
going to get this many more people in there, and we get a lot more eyes on it. And I think you guys are really going to love her.
Yeah, I think it's really cool to see people actually.
I wanna play the beta now.
Because like it's one thing for all of us.
The fact that
play,
beta's
another
existing
thing
probably means
for,
Overwatch 2 is kinda closing in.
broader audience
But
to
I'm gonna
see.
keep a
really
hopes up on
excited
that
for
one
people
because
to
it may take another
play
year
her.
for them to make it.
I'm really excited.
Let's
to
see how the
see
beta runs.
How
Let's
she
see.
sort of relates.
The beta runs
to
like
the larger
really
cast of
well,
heroes in
then they may
Overwatch.
release it this
The
year.
amount of
But it goes really
establishment
shit.
specifically
It goes
that I'm
next
really
year.
excited to. She is somebody who kind of reminds me of Ana. So Ana obviously was our first new hero, and even though she was a new hero, she had so many relationships existing with our hero roster that she felt very natural.
Yeah,
I think
the lore.
Sojourn's pretty similar.
The lore of Overwatch kind of,
Obviously,
it's
she's
kind
a
of
member
interesting,
Overwatch,
but
so
like
she has a lot of connections there that she plays.
it's kind of like
with,
a linear
all through
timeline.
her-
Kind
her
of
kit and
like
her
the more characters you
personality.
add, just we just
I
oh,
think
just pop
people are
into
gonna
this
have a ton
core
of fun
timeline.
digging
That's
into
how it makes
her
sense, you know.
connections,
So.
who she
But
is
lore is
familiar
like
with,
the
who
timeline
she's
of Overwatch is like
against.
just
I
linear,
think it'll be
just
really
like no
interesting for
splits
people
or
to get a
anything
taste
like
of
that.
her personality there.
I mean,
And I think something else.
I've
that
been
I
used
know
to
the rest of the
MCU,
team
and
is
so
very
that's a
excited
lot
about
of
is,
timelines
always
crossed.
adding new voices to
So,
Overwatch. I think
I see
it's
many
really
timelines just linear
cool
because I'm
and
just
really awesome
very
to
exposed to
expand
MCU
our horizons in
timelines.
terms
How
of what
convoluted
our
that is.
perspectives are and
This,
the number of
lot
people we're
more-
representing in our game. So
It's
I
not
really
easier to
think that
digest the
This
lore.
is something the team has been hoping for a very long time, and I'm really excited for everybody to get to meet her.
So that about wraps it up for Sojourn. We can't wait for you all to play her. See you next time.
Honestly, I'm excited for Sojourn because I mean we've known her for like how many years now. Not being released, everyone's like, oh, this is the new character, everyone. Never released until now. Well, it's not even released yet. It's fucking gonna be in the beta in like a few days. like, I don't know. I can't be hyped unless I know the actual release is Overwatch 2. The beta's a beta. It's not gonna be the whole damn game. Like, I need to know when the whole game, when I could actually play PvP competitive online with everyone else in the world. Because the beta's being limited to like very select few people. I'm not sure I'm gonna get. I signed up the very first. As soon as they first announced it, I'm like, oh shit, let's fucking go. I want to play it badly, so I'm not even sure I'm going to be in it. If I am, that's going to be amazing, because I want to play the new characters, whatever reworks they're planning on.